only who says some charming, charismatic leader. 2,000 year pamono. A Kufo and 57%. Second round, 57%. And Niche about Kruma. What's your economy? Kufo di Jaya. Here banks, that time no. Banks a power to no Mulisika. Abel. Banks chase you. Unemployment conform. And so do Bibi Agana focus say when you win one by Montananche. In 2008, yeah, tip petrol so taxi drivers are actually more cooking some ye beer mumpi when you say ni na kosi say.
Into patches very soon NDC for so what ABC.
Ma me politics for me muache. Say odono sha say ya netie. Honeymoon no be koswa. Enche bia no Ghana for be ka say yeah, the mobile say mo me aduma. Duma no way. Akwan no way. Poultry no way.
Akwan no who big push your dog.
Me who paper no.
No, but into who some ye juma.
Na wo mo buy the went chairman the wo.
At least some ye Temamoto President
Temamoto ye na Temamoto $600 million contract. Kufado na ye Temamoto.
Na ne Kukumase na yesimu.
Me say Pokwase John Terry President Kufado. Yetuaka ye Pokwase ye John Terry African Development Bank etuaka ye Pokwase.
And Gena John Mahama betuya no.
John Mahama then we a buying is a continuous. Enti ye ma contract no na ye tua na edu ba bia wo so ba wo beto aso sanete wo just say ni na ye MPP aban adwuma and aban we eto aso something wrong with that. It's apart from the ye amoto kire me ade ba ko a 12 months ni wo ankasa obeka say wona ye ba ko menka mi Akufo-Addo ba 2016 1 year December 2017 na mkofo da social white powder and Kofu de go mu 2017 2016 December ya to abani we 2017 December na be powder cry move from woni manage e ba Ghana owura Kufuor e ba 2000 abato no se na wanyi e wo Ghana ha ye kwakoto abato hwe nkofo nam articulator e tare ho
sama baba I think he's going to do
dollar equals a woman and I day.
Usha John Mama and there, then I'll bet you say, we say on prioritize it.
But I'll find a 9 inch from Ghana for your GD a winning. So, no, so obey a 24-hour economy. 1 month or month for in. Say, me call goil. Almost yet 24 hours. Say, Juma ba kunipa me and son a day. Unemployment rate no ebe drop it. Obi abe who say unemployment rate no akofom. But what you say? Power stabilization ye magana for you. Akwan ya unko Ghana ha nyina say Akufo-Addo say wa ya akwan bebre na akwan no we. Magana for nhu akwan no a omaye no. The fundamentals will have to be real and not through machine. The applause will have to be genuine and not through AI.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year to us all. Happy New Year to us all. Yes, we made it. Yes. We are here, as usual. Strong and kicking. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new, a friend is saying, hour at the Maye. It's a time for us to give nothing but our best so that in the end, we will not regret, but we will all be happy that we gave nothing but our best. And inti, mame enkanche madofo ne mahwefo nyina na eye moa mo time achi mo ba ne abre nyina abehwe videos mo share mo kire mo adwene ewo eye Dr. Ren TV eso medamase maka cho sa afi we dey the solution show and inti hwe ani mu se enche ne ekukudamfo beba program yi so ye beto to adwene na ya hwe kwan ye befa so a the problems the nation faces no ye be solve otiase sa pepepe mame ma eye roll call entem Albert Kofi Michiao Frederick Michiao, Bob Michiao, Sprout, welcome to Dr. Ren TV, our YouTube. If you've not subscribed, kindly do so. Let's build a family together. And build a family together. Hit on the notification button so that anytime I may drop a video, you also join and then also share a friend is saying opinion on the subject. So today, voice out earlier on a friend of Brian Acheampong. Now, Brian Acheampong Papebia opese MPP for Tuniswaba, no be the flag bearer. Was see any President John Dramani Mahama, the praises are Ghana for the man, AI generated, artificial intelligence and a generated into your person just say and real human beings and a praising them woman a computer artificial intelligence and a praising President John Dramani Mahama. The simple question I want to ask this man who wants to be the president of Ghana, they say, into a Chinebi obey president. That's a Ghana for who praising Ghana for Nyenka so AI na. Omunye human beings. Omunye artificial. Omunye computer. And they praising. You know, sometimes when people like this, and you see this young man go and watch any videos, the body mannerism, or kasa or yen what to say a kufuado, no yen and sebi, no yen and nimbi, no kikambro foot and time be. They think say when it's about them, they are real. But if it's about someone else, they're real. They always want to find a way to poo-poo something every warm camp as an MPP people. If it's from the camp of NDC, the camp of CPP, oh, and ye BBR. Oh, yeah, who will be that? You see, we can do politics, but not dirty politics. They said if I pay you, let's be real. If it is true, let's say it. And let us not try and water down the efforts and the praises that Ghanaians Ediama Abanya or Tisui. You see, this government, 2025, look, their performances, for many years, sa performances nibi na Ghana for a sufre na do danko Akufo-Addo in 2017. But when he got the chance, he appointed such people like Brian Acheampong, who failed Akufo-Addo to perform or live up to the expectation that the Ghanaians not here. And today he is here saying, the praises that is being showered unto John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, and his government is AI generated. He sounds like a bitter person. He sounds like somebody who is full of himself and do not want to appreciate this current government. But I don't blame him. Why? Because he belongs to a political party who for many years have always been the problem of our nation, where they are supposed to give credence to. No. Look at how the performance or no government and no account or no performance the past 8 years. In fact, we all know what happened under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's governance. The governance of chop, the governance of corruption, governance and the former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta Edwane free Ghana, all because he's running away from accountability. A man who used to quote Bible, who was always insulting Ghanaians, using the Bible to insult us. Today, come and account for your stewardship. He's nowhere to be found. And listen to this man, Brian Acheampong. He wants to become president of Ghana. Can you imagine? All right, Johnny Woos, welcome. Can you just imagine such a person? Now listen to him.
Na akwan no we Magana for nhu akwan no a omaye no. The fundamentals will have to be real and not through machine. The applause will have to be genuine and not through AI. And no one said na me say Michiano, me say me catch ni say the pillars that will hold the dollar down. See and one pillar back okra nye day in Siho.
Can you imagine as someone walk? This is a person who belongs to a political party. They took the dollar, $1 from 4 cedis. The exchange rate at the time in 2016, 2017, interbank rate was around 4 cedis. $1, no, when you exchange it, you would get 4 cedis. As at the time in year 2017, when they took power, when they came to office. Now, guess what? When they left power, $1, when you exchange it, you will get 17 cedis. Now, one would have thought that these are people who claim that they have men full of intellect, men full of wisdom to change the narrative. But when they got the chance, we realized, they say, just like one chief said, they are all full of sankwas. They are empty barrels, empty brains, empty. Because you see, I always say, if you claim to be knowledgeable, let people feel the knowledge. Let people feel the impact of your knowledge. They took the dollar from 4 cedis, left it at 17 cedis. They added 13 cedis to the dollar. Today, he is saying that he is not feeling it. Because, of course, it's not his government that is in power. So, I mean, he's now what? Paying things from his own pocket, not getting things freely. You know, not getting fuel free from the public funds, not getting things free. So today he's shouting. It's not even shame. He's not even, let me use the correct sentence. He's not even ashamed of himself. Saying all these things. If there was no structures, a better than $1 and every 17 cedis, Abidja ewen 10 cedis. Remember, Mahama abone humodinema. The cedi has appreciated against the dollar. And the cedi is not just only performing in only when we talk about Ibia Kekeu. No. Today, when you go to Nigeria, the journalists in Nigeria are praising John Dramani Mahama. This is not AI. This is human beings praising His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his government for the good job that they have done. From 17 cedis, making sure the cedi will appreciate against the dollar. And then what's the $1 no? Kamahama bonwa and get sent bro 17 cedis, but what binti and also $1 no? When you only be a winner, 10 cedis and about 50 pesos. Now the way when you're there, I mean, yeah, who dear now 17 cedis no? Empo also we are there. Very hypocritical. Such people, we shouldn't entertain them. We shouldn't listen to them. They are not genuine. They are not real. They are full of themselves and they are so hypocritical. And people like this, they cannot lead a nation, Ghana, because being honest and truthful, and you see, what makes a good leader is somebody who has a good character, whose words, his deeds, his actions are always in tandem, who speaks truth, irrespective of the recipient. And our power bounty. Let's poo-poo and water down the efforts made. The government in Timianye, the government destroyed the city. At a point in time, Ghana City was one of the worst performing cities on the continent of Africa. Even the Zimbabwean dollar was even performing better. Even the Zambian kwacha was even performing better. Today, the city is one of the, currencies are performing strongly across the globe, not only on the continent of Africa. Go and check. It is a bit one or more kasa same way. Like I told you on 31st December, I said, be careful of the voices you listen to. And then don't also take it for granted the gains that this government has achieved. Don't take it for granted. Because if you take it for granted, that is where you give ears to voices like the Acheampong, who could not even manage the Ministry of Agriculture. According to him, the Nkokon was his idea. According to him, the Nkokon was MPP's plan, bold plan. Can you imagine? Such people, full of deceits and lies. But you see, thankfully, Papa Ghana, I'm here to inform you, to illuminate you, to understand that such voices must not be given the needed attention because it's full of deceit and lies. Atoforsen and the NDC government, His Excellency John Mahama, they have performed. Now, you see, when it comes to the IMF, they are there to do business. And any businessman or any businesswoman, and obey business, obey there, obey Lucy. And if you hear the IMF saying, Ghana cotton gold near Boka, and when you listen to hear the CEO of Gold Board, Sammy Jemfi, saying, we've made profits. You buy a gold, no kwa cotton, IMF don't want those kind of policies, those interventions. Ebe Bawumia Ghana, you are taking charge of our own destiny. It has never been the wishes of Akwesi Abroni. It has never been a wish. Said Nimpa Tuntumunu will be able to manage his or her own affairs. That has not been a friend is saying the prayer of IMF. Their prayer is for us to do worse so that they can come in, give us loans, no more the interest at so no more when you be so that IMF will keep running. So International Monetary Fund, they are not there to serve our good purposes. No. A business no more. But you see, she share no ebe more mino a gold board. For centuries, you took gold the continent of Africa. Over a century, you took gold every Ghana. What has been the benefit for the nation Ghana? And today we are seeing the benefits. And MPP is crying. This is the MPP when Nkrumah was performing, spoke against, did everything to destroy the good image of Nkrumah. So I am telling you as Papa Ghana, as the father of Ghana, that be careful of the voices you listen to. Not every voice, and I would tear. That is why I tell you when you come, subscribe to my channel, share the channel, let many people also get the opportunity to listen to the golden nuggets that I drop here. And you also have the comment section. Leave your comments. Yes, it's important because we are all involved in building Ghana as we were told by our ancestors. So don't shy away to use the comment section. Now, you see, people like the Acheampong, we should not entertain them at all. At all. He is empty and he doesn't even understand their work when it comes to the governance. Will be Kebin to Onusu Kemi. Look, dear Mahama, you know, is you. Mahama, at a point in time, you catch the Ghana say, your economy is a junk economy. Ball so. Your economy no at tiap and some was described as a junk. Adia sunim faswa. And many people were wondering, Mahama ba a kwembe no be faswa. or the bed done a junk economy. You have to be creative as a leader. Because you see, leadership is about making way where there seems to be no way for your people that follows you. And John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government in charge brought up about this novel gold board. To say, henceforth, obi biya or dealing in gold no. Our tongue gold must channel through a medium, a vehicle, which is the gold board. A gold board, no, I could jam my swap or tongue. Now, yes, I did. Now, say, oh, smuggle, gold every assassin. This is the fantastic news. This is what we want as a nation. So that at least, you bet me the gold reserve to back our economy, to be strong. Now here, let me give an advice to Sammy Jemfi. And I hope people who are watching can cut this portion and send to him. If I was Sammy Jemfi, today, this new year, I will find out your gold, country paying pound a toy gold, a to Ghana for gold. I mean, when you say a China for a toy gold, what I would do is say, I will sit with the Bank of Ghana governor, ora a siama. Na me ne din komo say from henceforth, Ghana for no ye gold do no ye wunu say China etono. We should start trading our gold not in dollars with the Chinese people, but we should trade in yen or currency no. Yes. Na ye need dollar in free. So that you bring a lot of the Chinese currency, and at the moment you and I will agree, Ghana for baby omukopa eko didja eko fanuyoma, eko importing yoma China. So they would need that currency. They will not need dollar much. So we can directly do transaction in the Chinese currency, which will also help our businessmen. If the businessman even took kwa China, now if no work $1 and we could do krum work China for currency. From the Ghana, no, we me purchase a Chinese currency, no, boy for 4. And also be Bawumia dollar, no, I'm more than swat, I'm a seed in any against the dollar. This is a fantastic idea. Because I've told you, this is a solution show where it's less talk, more solution, where we find solutions to the problems that our nation faces. And as an Obia mission economics. Demand and supply. Where there is demand, you supply. And then the year I can say, Ghana for a 2 coin kofan free China pa a free Krubias. It is a gold board, This afiwe, You're starting meaning kosa. Now the Bank of Ghana in Shas, the Bank of China in Dim Komo was our quinus. A to gold ni mamwa. Nya feni yebe kukwaje dollar ne sanyoma. Because our businessmen would need the Chinese currency. I would be and this is what I think. Or what I'm saying. What do you think? You can also share your idea. What do you think? It's time that we have to stop this kind of dollarization in our system, where we are having about a market which about 1.something billion people, which are the Chinese people. America is just about 300 and something million people. Let's take advantage. Oh, and that's gospel truth. I'm telling you, Sammy Jemfi must listen to this conversation. And you have any MPP for this. My catch say John Dramani Mahama. So what say or the MPP for the be susudia. No, they be govern the nation a be protect pansam. Because we have no business to use MPP's barometer. Say no ni begina so e de ebu man. Yes, o man nke be say. Because someone be brebi. They came to fulfill scriptures. John 10:10. The thief cometh not only to steal, but to kill and to destroy. That is the hallmark of the MPP from 2017 to 2024. They came to steal. And then finance minister with Johnny, Umbra Crown or Swamba. They came to destroy. Banking cleanup exercise. They came to kill human beings. A lot of people died. So MPP should not be the yardstick for this government. So far, they are doing well. Ura Tufos, and if he's listening to me, the finance minister, if he's listening to me, you should understand. And just like Johnny Woods is saying, Brian is a businessman and he's benefiting from the strong performance of the city. Yes. But because of a so-called foolish ideology, I will follow JB Dankwa Dumbo ideology. He will not be able to speak the truth. Because once you join that tradition, no kore no wototwene. Na ofade intro. Na waka. And that is what he is doing. So ladies and gentlemen, Brian, simply put, AI, real human beings, and they praise Ghana. Nigerians are praising Ghana, South Africans. I mean, when you go to other countries, and John Mahama, I know he's not going to be swollen-headed. Atoforsin and Co are not going to be swollen-headed. They are going to work. And you see, gold board now, yes, the Ama gold board, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakufibua. Yes. Any vigilanta or any naimos our tea aye and Emma and a gold board no monitoring no koswa yetiminyan kofo the gold small scale miners na mofa kwan papa so enya gold no de ko Emma gold board eto. So the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources no a juma wo boy last year no. It's because Ghana for you will say insunia declare don't feel so on board you may be but the damage caused by MPP was huge. Don't forget, another was referred as the what? A friend is saying a gold mafia, somebody who is a mafia in gold or found or sense as it says you. So it will take time. But the city stabilization against the dollar no. Yeah, baba so body and so. We should not just talk about gold board, but we should talk about the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, making sure some people will mine responsibly. No mining we for the vehicle, could do gold board, not gold board. This can the good na called jasso, aquacoton, yinyam faso. What you say? Aha. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on and call a friend is saying. Today, John Mahama's State of the Nation address, one thing he said, young people, you are the leaders of today. Take ownership of this reset agenda. Innovative, create, and build. It's a good advice. Young men and women, make sure you take this good advice from the government. Now, the second conversation. Let's move away from Brian Acheampong. The Acheampong 2026 prophecies are Abba, Ghana for pastors. And I have said, one Ghana, one nation, many men of God, many fake prophecies. Now the Ghana prophets, no, they have gradually become authors of confusion. And God is not an author of confusion. We say Osofo Bernard be or say Kennedy be winning the MPP flagbearership race, no. Na Nigel Gazy no so aba Kennedy winning Bawumia ne be winning confusion, author of confusions, prophets and the omadane authors of confusion. confusing the minds of the Christians. And I keep telling my fellow Christians, I am a Christian, I'm a Bible-believing person, I don't shy away from it. But I always tell you, obi ka asem chewa onso dwene ho fa kwa adwendwenem ne busa ho se asem na nipa na eka no eto asum nyansa wom ento asum brush it off and move on. Because you see, AI say afibia Ghanaian prophets always come and give us not good prophecies, but prophecies that is always about doom prophecy. Webewu. Tell me which year nipa emwu ye. Tell me 1 year you see more across the world. Whatever the case may be, afibia esia nipa bewu. Nipa bewu. Yempeu. We came and we will exit. Before our exit, no impact yebeja ene here. Me, I'm not afraid of that. Never. I've never been afraid to say me. I keep saying that the Jesus Christ I follow died when he was 33 years, 31, 33 years or so. I am above that age. So I'm not afraid to die. I got the opportunity to come into this beautiful world. I have done what I have to do. Some will love me, some will hate me, whatever it is. I will have lovers and haters. So Ghanaians should not be afraid of a woo. Na nipa na waka se ubewu no wonwu ana. Owusu bempam wo mukasa afibia webewu na religious leader bi bewu na osofu bi bewu. What about he himself owusu bempa? Onu wonwu ana. Nigel Gaze no wonwu ana. Roja monne bakubi de ya na o hye maache bi. Womunwu ana. Fire ojam womunwu ana. Please, oma madwene mu now. My people, my Ghanaians, you see, all these prophets and prophecies, they are which a come and they do some pempen way. O mine wa yan shed ye no. And ama enkofu bebre no afa a yes of as a profession. Stortisika every Ghana for. Metesi say adum chedua. The prophets say the church members in koton mo japade no mo fa me to adum chei edua enwonsra. Can you imagine? And I think I'm looking forward for a day where I will get a bold leader to reset the Christian religion, Christianity. Because offer a krubiti say Rwanda reset akoswa to the extent that akura religion mama and the people behave. It come rough biya. What you say? It must be backed by evidence and science. And people like the Nigel Gazes, I said it some time ago. I said Nigel Gaze first not Cherminia a computer science. I was Bema camp. No Cherminia de a Bema camp. I checked many years. What you say? Oshe ya adichere na mfano, teaching na mfano, ano de ras of dim, ana ne otanya owo Emma Kennedy a compare kwe Japan tino, anything about Kennedy Japan biano, se o kasa se Kennedy own win, these are a hatred. Nigel Gaze on Kennedy asem. Because you see, Kennedy stood for the truth and fought against fake pastors and fake prophet like he himself, Nigel Gaze. Nigel Gaze is not a fake. You see, when people are able to talk and speak eloquently, that means that they are always real and they are always truthful and always they are right and always they know. I'll give you an example. In the Bible, there is a man, Paul, a boni dinchre, Bible, near friend of Apollos. Now the story is that when Paul was living the Apollos and the Tna, when Paul returned, he realized that Apollos wanted to take all the church members. And Paul told the people, don't forget, my people, that God planted this church. And when I was leaving, I left it in the hands of Apollos, who watered, means that Apollos was able to bring a lot of people to join the church. But if it comes to the increase, let nobody lie to you that it is Apollos that has brought the increase. It is God who brought the increase. That is the meaning of the Bible verse. Paul the church saying. What do you say? So This is the thing we have to understand. Apollos was very eloquent. Or the bed that, and that is a Nigel Gazy. When a pimpum up a small boy, I won't do baby, and a pimpum in a tutu. No, what can you moon, what can on chain, or they are saying what can a pimpum na to you? Meaning, come a year take. Now, my quiet friend is saying, Sa implant, you make a quiet, and you may be nama, maybe do me trim kakra, otia say, aha, now at least, you know, a timmy abua, because they be a pimpum na panity, we are a boy, shit, I read the shin arguing. Ti banom bejina no ma fake prophecies. All the prophecies are meeting just say prophecy papa be anywhere wo mean taste will be about check say me mind Ghana nyankopon aka kire me say e free na kwai e betimi dia haban we ni haban we aka bom na yetimi dia sa cancer yare e betimi dia sa HIV yare nyankopon bie me ni nti where are the scientists. Where are the Ghanaian scientists? No, Omombrani and Conquest, Betimia, Yeniako Femua, when Tis will be Munyansa, Casania, me be many said, you bet me the way anyway, I can win your iron rods, or Ghana, bet me a creative job. I'm at the youth and you be every day and every time. We be woona, we be woona, we be woo. And because people are afraid to die so that they will not enjoy the fruit of their labor, and you know, people rush. And then they go and pay, and then pay seed and give money and no look owu batayon obu okra wo that thing so do not be afraid by these so-called men of God. If they are men of God, ask yourself, who are you also then? Who are you? You are not a man of a sheep. You were not created by a goat, or maybe created by an elephant or a lion. So papa nyankopon no adan obi de ono de ni din age is because your level of knowledge, the Bible says, for lack of knowledge the people perish. If you lack certain understanding, certain knowledge simply means information. If you don't have it, people will what? Take advantage of you. And that is what these fake prophets, the likes of Owusu Bempamo, the Nigel Gazy, the friend is saying El Bernard, the Monroe Janiwe, these are all fake prophets. Me, I'm a Christian. They don't watch me like as if say I don't believe in Bible. When you give prophecy, bakum me bo na baku free mu baku ambo kra me so you fake. The moment you stand and say you've God, I've heard God. God told me. God said this. God said this. God said this. Now, ama. The moment you use the name God, na sebio. Ade na wo ka fa nyame ho no, ambemu a me hu se onye no kwafo because nyankopon onye lotoman waka emba. Eti fake prophets they use God's name in vain. And Nigel Gazy is a fake prophet. Owusu Bempe and Co, they are all fake prophets. I'm not afraid of these people. I remember when I started a friend is speaking
to the respective people.
The first people who started attacking me were pastors, especially from this pastor Obofo and Kofo. They were calling me with +44 number more Ghana, but they have these +444 numbers, and they were calling threatening. I said, you people have no idea the person you are trying to threaten. Me, if you threaten me, and if you threaten me, I will deal with you. Me, I'm not afraid. First of all, I'm never afraid. I was not born into fear. The home I come from, a home that people that are not, the men are not afraid. Even women are not afraid. When I say even women, I mean even women that that they are the weaker vessel crowd. They are not even afraid. Let alone me. As many bad share Kwame Nkrumah na be. And I told the pastor, if you don't stop this nonsense calling to threaten me, me plane ticket will be facing physical. Menye and fan. Because some of us are not afraid to die in what we do. Me no, I'm not afraid. One day born, one day die. So I'm ready every day. The next day is not a guarantee though. So you do nothing but your best. But see how these people, they take advantage of the poor masses. Poverty. No matter then they come out and they want to come and you are going to die. God has opened. Which God opened your eye? When we say God opened your eye to what? To what? Paracetamol kra mu ni bi to cure headache mu ni bi. Where have you been? You know what some of us have seen before? I have witnessed somebody go walking through certain things. I have witnessed somebody that I sat with him. I sat with a person in Greater Accra region. Went to Burkina Faso. Everything that happened to me and the person in Greater Accra region was recorded in Burkina Faso. You've not seen these certain things before. You come and you lie and they are fake people. And this is what they started doing to Shatawale. And Shatawale had to go and warn them. Hey, they stopped. They will be doing it. Because Sawami are popular or dumb or fans. In Tiabanesa, they tap into Sawami here's fans. Oh, Chief Imam Sebi Obewu. Okay, the time where Owusu Bempaka Chief Imam in Kramophone fan kwasiasem omfa boga enye swan omo started so omo kono so gidi no ba bontin o osra no okopa acha no odi odwan ko still odi na ntwi ko still Chief Imam wotewo Chief Imam Nzimani no wotewo onimo so onim the Chief Imam wa Nzimani wotewo Chief Imam is an Nzimama wotewo because when Nzimani out yetete no Nzima fom say look and wotewo Owusu Bempa ba yo yeso behunu ehunu no Muslim fo no antena se anye din omo call no so odwane ekopa achew. And that is why I like Dampari when it comes to some fake prophecies or the NDC form and a two try. And I think that IGP obey or there thanks to the police service I feel we my boy juma papa men Canada. The CID bosses name or my boy Juma. Oh my idea. See, we be rough pet. No, oja. Yeah, so this is what we want. Pardon me. This is what we want. And the Matessa brand TB or cause fear and panic. A bono wa yachino. A man a community service be no nye. On your man you may be no one, your fan control cells and my young bon hooker. We yempe community service be no nye. Tiasia, a phobia near money be a 10 acres, be no what dog near dear fru, a dear brew. I feel we need to plant, we need to take agriculture very seriously because from where I stand, and then komobine document be a mensakano, and kofobi be yen maybe people who will be in charge of food. Countries umbenya in charge of eduanidi, they will prosper. Yes. Artificial intelligence is going to take center stage. Afiwe. This Afiwe, you'll be talking to computers, robots, sorry. You'll be speaking to AI. And AI will give you, and you say, but Afiwe, a better more visible. You know, 3-4 years ago, I told you that we are in a metaverse era where your imagination is instantly a reality. First, your imagination, it becomes reality, but it takes time. But these days, there are a lot of platforms. AI, Adaroma, artificial intelligence, not Adaroma, no. Afiwe, I keep telling people who are bad, as I tell Ghanaians, I will for say the old days of become a lawyer, become this. No. Where we are going and heading towards, and maybe do a profession, do a while. Here, but here, and so I keep telling, akwada, obey a medical doctor, obey a lawyer, make sure say obey a computer savvy person. When it comes to computer technology, understanding, so to me it should be a skill, life skills. Because that's where we are moving to. I remember I went to MC a wedding and one of the lady, Emra AI, artificial intelligence, they were people, the policy makers here in UK, and he debated vociferously. She told me, and she said, look, the fear of the AI, and in the do's and don'ts and plan. But eventually, the law became a law, and then they abedum pempenso away. So AI, is what I think that we should encourage our children. As for the Nigel Gazes and their prophecies, these people, your my Ghana now, a commentary, funny enough, majority of these people come from Ashanti region. I understand, because in Ashanti region, a lot of people take advantage, because of where the location of it and the number of influx of people from other parts of Zana Dawson. Azana and Fa near their bank the capital city near Babe Master, because Kobagan at least that's where you become your captain in Azan Lodge, and most of them have become pastors, the lives of Obinim and Ko Munina Azan for these people are people who have extorted money from people. Pastors, what they feed on is tithe and offering. I know it's a job, yes, people be the Jumao. But we should not make it say Christianity will be all about doom, doom, doom. No. Christianity is not everything about woo, doom, doom. So on that note, Obibia share unkombiano. The records are there. You can take these so-called fake prophets to court. I can't semafa. And now there. Konako see Let's make sure that the laws of the nation will work for us all. And we should not be afraid, because nobody that was created by a dog or a friend is an elephant or a goat. We're all created. We are all men and women that were created by God Almighty. To be friend home man of God, is not superior than you. Yes. And you have to understand that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, young our conversation with, because I think Bawumia, I can't say me answer. Bawumia, no, he's a funny guy. But before Nobi say, Dr. Ren, why don't you allow us to listen to the TV?
Even yesterday, 30th of December, 31st of December, 31st December, I saw something about Ghana. Extremely sensitive. So I was able to reach one or two people, and I told them. And I have received a lot of calls yesterday from a lot of people. Some advising me here and there. But I will say, I will be considerate, but I'll still speak the mind of God. Because
they always say it's the mind of God. This guy he says the mind of God told us that John Mahama will win 2020 election and become president. John Mahama was not 2020 election. This guy said the mind of God told us, just Azankwa, always speaking mind of God. Who can wipe you? And God's mind, because you don't know God's mind. And even Muslims don't even believe in prophecies. Muslims don't believe in prophecies. They believe in praying and working hard.
Prophet of God. And when I don't speak the mind of God, I'll have a problem. Joel 2:20.
Oh boy. There's nothing in the mind of God, and then they are coming to quote the story of the Bible and boy. Which mind of God? Please spare us this. Spare us. What can we do? Go and pray and intercede and ask God for those directions. But Father, how can we become one of the mighty and great nations upon this earth, when no Ghanaian citizen will beg for bread, when no Ghanaian citizen will struggle for a job? This is what you have to be praying for, God. That is what we should, as a man of God, but anytime that are no problems, no problem. When in Ghana we are facing problem, we know. That's why, hence, I'm saying this year here, the solution show what I say, where we need brains to speak on solutions, because we need to. It's all about solving problems, and solving problems are wealth creation. People who solve problems are people that we refer as mighty countries, Great Britain. They solve problems. If it is flood, they solve it. If it is about bad roads, they solve it. If it's about unemployment, they create employment. What do I say? So these are the things, and these people are just the Azam people, and the funny thing he said, listen.
Joel 2:28.
Say, I'll pour my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and daughters will prophesy. The old men shall sleep and dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. Hosea chapter 12 verse 13. Ex-President Mahama. I hear what you mean?
Yes, Papa.
Some of them sponsored my downfall. They fought my church. They fought my everything. But I stood. I will tell the NDC government. And I'll tell His Excellency the President of Ghana. A friend in need is a friend indeed. The NDC, since they came, they have done great things. The dollar is good. Fuel price is good. The national security good. But I was a lonely voice. So I still have the divine mandate respectfully to tell the president and the non-regime that this year, what they began, they should do it more. They should do it more. The Lord took my spirit to Italy. And I saw a little bit of strength. And if they don't act on it, if they don't pray and faith, I don't know how it's going to happen. 22nd of December.
22nd December.
I was in the curtains. Right, so to the MPP primaries. To the MPP primaries.
Yeah, they call MPP primaries.
The Lord carried me. The Lord carried me. The Spirit of God carried me. The Spirit of God carried me. The Spirit of God carried me. And when the Spirit of God carried me, I saw Mr. Tessites. Mr. Tessites. Lead.
Kennedy Japan offering Mr. Tessite. No, now you see, Achilles, who could read the novel Noah. Achilles. Now, Papa be a friend of Tessite. Now, Tessite, now no, you will be our canocre. No, no, crane or car, umfrahon toma. It's no canocre. Na no crowd will catch Achilles, anyanede, and my Achilles ekuno. It will no chrese, Kennedy canocre. But Kennedy no crano walk cano. Umfrahon toma. Inti, even though a canocre. Or kano kreno a Jimmy so. Nintinene, you know what took Kennedy ding, Mr. Tessites. Tessites is no kano cre. And because of that, you know, on Kennedy herself, because now you know Kennedy and he's creating a false impression. Kennedy fought against the church or what? Kennedy fought against fake pastors, fake prophet like he himself, Nigel Gacy, who is a fake guy. I told you Nigel Gacy used to teach my kid brother computer science. Bema camp. I'm fun. I know the name when or the other than no software na pempem in the tutu. I won you name Hong Kong ye a friend say a come befa so benye mi o so penwin so a metimi to twa me de ni binam de asande no no de talent no ko me mi twebia na efu the end of Fred Kennedy Mr. Tessai intiti the obeka
leading and seemingly as though he has won. Then I saw lamentations. I saw pleadings. I saw lamentations. I saw pleadings.
Tessite or then Akokoreno or Kotuano or then search Achilles. Shakespeare's novella or Troy the Trolleys. Loose and then Crusader. Who read this story no? and ona or the Jinaswa walker. He's a fake guy. I've told you, these people, when you listen to them for entertainment. So the beji weni now best. And you see, when such people like this, when we give them, the more audience we give them, the more they indoctrinate the people they put fear into the people. Myself, you can't put fear in me on this earth. Even if I'm dead, 6 feet, never. Because I've seen a lot and I've gone through a lot. That you can't put fear into me. But you see, there's a lot of people who are and they continuously put fear into them. And that's what he's doing. He's a fake guy. Very fake. Fake to the core. Amen, carry. The one God, one nation, prophecies, the same God, the same Christians. The question is that, is God the author of confusion? No, God is not the author of confusion. But the same people will continuously loto no omo ye tomu ana atom. Omo kana tomu ana atom. Yeso na no bi o ka se eboni bewu na eboni wu ye ndi o kana tomu na masa. Fake people. Listen.
And I saw that the wind that is for Mr. Tessites. I saw another ticket. I saw Dr. Bawumia ticket. I saw Dr. Bawumia ticket. I saw the perfect will of God turning into the permissive will of God. I had a lot to talk there. I had a lot to speak to about that. But I'm being guided. But I have spoken the mind of God. If they don't take care, the election will end in court. And I saw security discrepancy. I saw security problems. So I repeat, the MPP primaries, which will be 31st January. They have 30 days more to go. I saw Mr. Tessites going as though he has won. I saw pleadings. I saw men of God praying. I saw speakings. I saw that it was switched. And I saw Dr. Bawumia. But Dr. Bawumia, there is a lot of work to do. But I have spoken as a prophet.
Bawumia there's a lot of work to do, which means there's a Dr. Bawumia fetching omo into okwa saw the envelope na eko na at the chrono almost one person ye no makwa akoye na just Bawumia no so yes I de ne dia obey den obey wi ni na wanye dia caveat ne hye ho nti de bia ne de caveat bia ba be hye ho nti so wanye dia nti se Bawumia wi ni oba be gina so because so be A B C D no one ba be ya oboa. When God says, he say you are a winner, you shall be a winner.
May the will of the Lord be done. I saw in America a lot of jets. A lot of jets. JETs planes. In the space of America. If we don't pray that America, the World Cup, it maybe it may not come on. Or
I guess will be our prophesy, you should may not come on, maybe na Yankopon who china seminar can who china seminar would need more china seminar or the maybe besha baby. These guys are a bunch of jokers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to our next topic. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, NDC working to block my January 31st flagbearer bid due to my 2016 campaign. Bawumia is a comedian. Anyway, MPP flag bearership race, according to Bawumia, he states that the National Democratic Congress remains aggrieved over his self-styled campaign in 2016, which he believes contributed to the MPP's party victory. According to him, this resentment has led the NDC to dislike him and resort to insults whenever his name is mentioned. Speaking during the campaign event on Okankwe South constituency and shared on X, Dr. Bawumia noted that although such attacks persist, he has chosen not to be distracted by them. And he quotes, the 2016 campaign was a heated one, and that is why the NDC does not like me. Whenever they hear my name, they resort to insults, but I will not be bothered, he said. He says, do you know that the NDC does not want you to vote for me in the primary, but instead for someone else? But why should a different party decide who becomes the candidate for your party? I do not believe the constituents of Okankwe South will allow that, Dr. Bawumia declared. You see, it's not about the people in your party. What your people in your party can say? You were not honest. You told them that when you come, you will help make sure say CDNO will stabilize against the dollar. When you asked Emisata over 170 something questions. Obey unya ahokeken ubedwa wano se what CDNO. Odi safona ma opombo the then IGP. What did we see? We saw say CDNO the ETJ ebreki jail eba bontini. Inti Bawumia, it's not say NDC for mpe wasemo. Wa wenu mu asem no na eyuka. Wa wenu mu asem no. Ensemu bebrebe a wo kae. Na munya akwenya 8 years no. Wonu mu asem no. Ene eye action no. A mu take ye no ebo ebra. You performed poorly. Akufo-Addo told us that the reason why Awafa will ask the vice president is because you will help him make sure so the city will stabilize what you say against the dollar. And these are the gospel truth that we have to understand. What you say. It's in NDC for time. When you are not an honest person. The truth will set you free. So if we person Ghana for power someone, learn to be truthful, speak truth, and Ghanaians will start loving you. If not, they are. Any papa forget. Because we try and throw on cannot correct. And baby I do know, Gen Z's name per politician onye no kwafo. They want a politician who is honest and truthful, who has good character, whose words and actions and deeds are always in tandem. So yes, idea we are. Politicians no be power sem. No matter. That is the reason why Obi to say Alan Kojo chairman, Tina Ghana for respect, man. But Olivuni too late thinking say Akufo-Addo bebuano na go be deep NPP in him. But Ankobanesa, and they made you the choice, the favorite. And so NDC, look at the humiliating defeat of the man MPP. And I don't blame you because you were smuggled into MPP. And Anado disrespected the MPP constitution. That is why I keep saying that you were smuggled. Because now you're a party member, Anado disrespected the constitution of MPP and foul because per the MPP constitution, I think we are a card-bearing member for 5 years. I will try with use. But Sanyo Menina or Bufa so no do buy thinking said be exploit to add to the gains. I'm a Ghana moving forward. But when you got the chance, you became Ghana's Santo. You were full of comedy. Your utterances is as if it would be a Tracy Kanoko Obi comedy show. No could tiensem kwa no wasere no the jineni because your performance very appalling. And Ghana is not a comedy channel. We have a pe obi to say oba Bawumia no abedi Ghana. No, mbano. Tofi akwa. Unkanokre. Osa na obo tiku to say koliko. Always bopping your head like a gamma lizard. I say kutra or famban. Now be where you are bopping your head. Obi ausa offbeat. Rhythm no kura won tiasie. Now wait to me answer to the tune. Ladies and gentlemen, so Bawumia, this is where I will end the program. Thank you so much, Ghana, for joining me. This is the maiden show for 2026, and I've told you this is the solution show. Let's talk more solution for our mother Ghana. Mami Boatima, I say, God bless you for your truth. Me that say. Ebusuafo amaba Ora Alfred. Doctor, do you know the nickname of Kennedy Acheampong from Nigel? Mr. Tessites. But Tessites was a person who was truthful, who spoke truth to Achilles. And Achilles didn't like him. And Achilles referred to him as a foolish person who speaks truth. Nti okuno. Nti say no feel say no kre no enye dia. Ona nko sofo dia izenka ubompa ya obi oye no kwafo. Because John the Baptist was a truthful man. And John the Baptist spoke truth. And that is why John the Baptist, Salome, eternity, because he was an honest man who spoke truth to the king. So but today, Ghana, no, you know the fake prophets. A fake prophet, no. Oh, on Penocre. It decided here. Thank you so much. God bless our homeland, Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever and ever. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. Hit on the notification button. Let's form a family. You know, we can agree, disagree, the comment section or you move on. What you say? And I'm there in 7 ABC.